Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Justin. Um, Here doing my 10-minute talk for the week for the previous web content Professor Robinson um, has uploaded for us to learn from. I was having some struggles figuring out what I was going to be talking about, uh, and I thought it would be wise of me to prepare for something that's going to help me in my speech. I think in 2 weeks I have to give my speech. Um, so in preparation for that, I found some ways that I thought that I could help myself um, do a better job, and some things that I feel like I need to work on. And I was going through the previous web content, and I found a couple different areas where I would like to improve, where I think I kind of inept in. Um, so one of them being eye contact, especially when I'm in front of a big group of people. Um, Eye contact is kind of a intimidating thing for me, and it's something I really like to work on. It's really stressful getting up in front of a big group of peers, and especially if you're not used to it. I'm not used to it at all. Um, so definitely eye contact is a huge, I don't know if you call it a red flag for my credibility as a speaker, but I definitely could maintain eye contact a little bit better. Um, there are a couple different reasons why that would be helpful for me. Um, for one, being eye contact improves the speaker's credibility. Um, and I think if you're a speaker and if you can't portray yourself as being credible, then I don't really think that you would be a good speaker or that you would be a valid one. So yeah, direct eye contact improves the speaker's credibility and validity. Um, Lack of eye contact leads people to believe that the speaker is in an anxious state, and uh, what Professor Robinson was saying. There's two different types of anxiety. There's state anxiety and trait anxiety. That's the first time I ever heard that. Um, so what he was saying, and I actually had to look it up as well, was state anxiety is anxiety when you are in a state or a stressful environment, like giving a speech. It can be very stressful, especially in front of a big group of people. So that's state anxiety, and there's trait anxiety where it is more of a personality defect, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right termage for that, but yeah, trait anxiety being like a something in your um, genes, I guess you could say, where you anxiety every day throughout the day. I don't know. I don't struggle with anxiety except for state anxiety, so couldn't give you any straight examples about trait anxiety. But moving onward. Um, so Professor Robinson was also talking about this thing called a gaze shift. I also didn't know what that meant. Supposedly, it is when you look someone in the eye and uh, either A, um, look away right away, or B, maintain eye contact. And what he was saying was um, increased gaze shift correlates with a lower GPA, which I thought was really interesting because I feel like I do that all the time. I don't know if it necessarily affects my GPA. I don't know if that's what he was talking about. Maybe it's just a trait people have with lower GPA. I don't know, but I thought that was really interesting. Just another reason why you'd want to maintain eye contact. Um, Moving onward, when you couple a facial expression with direct eye contact, it is believed to portray a stronger emotion. So when you're telling a story, you want to have good facial expressions combined with eye contact to really draw that listener in. Um, it betters your story. It improves your speaker's credibility, and yeah, it portrays stronger emotion. Effective eye contact should be at least 5 seconds. What Professor Robinson was talking about, it's not an eye contest or a staring contest. I'm sorry. um, so yeah, maintain eye contact, but don't be weird about it. It's okay to blink if you need to. Um, minimize your gaze shifting, um, and individually give eye contact to the entire room. So don't necessarily hone in on one person when you are giving eye contact. Give it to most of the people in the room if you can. Um, so yeah. Another way I would like to better myself in my speaking ability um, would be gesturing. Um, Gesturing, just like eye contact, gives some flavor to your speech. Um, Gesturing meaning using your hands, um, that sort of thing. Doing that, it emphasizes your point. It makes your contact more visual. If you're telling a story about how, um, I don't know, anything, how you caught a big fish or how you uh, hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth inning, you're going to want to use gestures and, pretend like you're swinging a bat. It just, like I said, it gives flavor to your speech. And it also gives you speech personality. What he was talking about is, if you come with high energy, you're going to have greater gestures and you're be flailing around, whereas if you're like me, I'm, calm and laid back. The gestures are going to be more subtle, and so on and so forth. Another thing I would like to better myself in would be movement when I'm giving a speech. Why would I want to do this, you may ask? It increases variety, it grabs and keeps the audience's attention. I've seen some speeches before where people, kind of just sit there and, you know, Professor Robinson was talking about, having a fig leaf stance where you just have your hands coupled in front of your waist, or if you have the handcuff position where it looks like you have handcuffs behind your back. So yeah, definitely move around the stage if you can, if it's big enough. Like I said, it grabs and keeps the audience's attention. And also it can express energy. So like I said previously, if you come to the stage with a high energy, you're going to be moving around a lot, and vice versa. There's a couple of things to take into account. The size of the stage is definitely going to dictate whether or not you're going to be able to move around the stage. If the stage is big, it may help you move. However, you decide not to move and try to stay central to the stage. Also, if the stage is small, be aware, don't pace, because that could be distracting to the audience. So, when you start a speech and you want to implement some movement, when starting, try to start in the middle of the stage. I guess that helps. Not sure why. Could be a number of different reasons, but yeah. Movement can help organize your speeches, such as walking across the stage during a transition in your speech. So, when you come to a new topic or a new reference or something in your speech, it might be easier for the audience to digest if you move across the stage as you move forward in your speech. It'll help during your high visual topics such as telling a story. Um, so yeah, movement definitely helps your speaking ability. So sometimes movement can be a bad thing. Uh, what Professor Robinson was saying, it could be distracting if you're not doing it right. It can look unnatural and even express nervousness. So yeah, those are my little tips and tricks I'm going to work on for my informative speech. So wish me luck, and I'll see you next Tuesday, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.